Good advice cards.
Our spirit. What is it? Where does it go? Are we able to see them using our mind's eye? If so, just what can spirit teach us? Welcome to School Through Spirit. Host DeEtte Renee is a certified psychic medium and master teacher of psychic and mediumship development through LWISSD. DeEtte was born knowing spirit and now is here to help you better understand the spirit world. And now your host, DeEtte Renee.
Good Monday morning, everybody. This is DeEtte Renee here on School Through Spirit with WLTK-DB.com. This is a radio show that I explore different people's lives, their journeys, and how spirit might have impacted it. Now, each week I do have a small discussion on what spirit gives me to talk about, and then we go on to our guest. Now, on my guest this week, I'm hoping she gets to show up. God, you don't even know. And either way, we're still doing it. This is a reading show today, guys. So, boop, 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 one card readings, one question readings, whatever the readings are. And the lovely Missy Hart. Hey, good morning, Miss Brenda. I am praying she's able to show up. What has happened to Missy? She's had a little medical thing going on. So nothing to, everybody can say prayers, send some healing her way. But at the end of the day, she doesn't, you know what? She's got to kind of play this one by ear. And if she doesn't show up, hey, good morning, Miss Joy. Good morning, Pamela. But either way, we're still going to do readings. Okay. Either way, we're still, nope, it's not my birthday. It's your birthday. Not today, darling. Not today. Not today. My birthday's in January. But anyway, either way, I'll still be doing the readings. It's just a matter of if Missy's going to be able to be here or not. And as you know, I'm sitting here doing a share all over the networks right now is what I'm doing, is sharing. So I will let you know when Missy comes in. Oh, I saw happy birthday. Not today. It says happy Monday. That's okay. So everybody, do me a favor, start sharing, start reposting this, start getting this out, because I don't want to sit here doing readings for nobody when they show up. If that all makes sense to the world. I'm just right now, again, like I said, I'm not ignoring you guys. You know what I do right away. I only got like 30 seconds to share this, and I'm just not good enough to share it that fast. So I have to sit here and do it when I'm talking to you guys. Excuse me, God, I have like a frog in my throat. Not good. So today I want to talk a little bit about your life, I've talked a lot about manifestation. I've talked a lot about what do you want? I've talked a lot about creating things. I've talked a lot about a lot of stuff, haven't I? And everybody's just like, okay, well, where do I go from there? What's this? What's that? You know what I mean? All right. It's on Unfiltered. That's awesome. I don't have to share it. Nope, that's last week's. Oh my gosh. You know what? My Unfiltered page, my new one, I have a new show. Good morning, Miss Ellie. Good morning, Charlie. I have another show, guys, called Unfiltered with me, DeEtte Renee. And I created a Facebook site for it, which I dearly love. Don't get me wrong. But it is the hardest thing to post anything to. It never wants to switch. I have to go in through certain places to get here, to get there, to do it all. And it just drives me batty. So, you know what? So again, we're going back to talk about life again, guys. Going back to talk about life. Now, I want to let you know. Good morning, Miss Jody. Oh my God, Jody, I was just talking about you this weekend. Oh my God, I love you. You don't even know. All good things, by the way. All really good things. When we look back at our life, after everything I've talked about manifestation, and I've talked about, all this stuff, and everybody still comes to me and says, "Oh, thank you, Miss Charlie, for putting that up there." She just put the link to my show, my other show, in the comments. So, but everybody, I talk about that, and I still have people getting a hold of me like, oh my God, like this crap doesn't work. Like, what the heck, And I'll tell you what, It really sums it up. And and the funny thing is the spirit gave me the topic and I thought, let's pull a card on it. How am I going to discuss this? I mean, what's the different angle that people miss? Because good morning, Tim. Everybody literally, am I in track tie everything for July 15th? Okay. Hold on your questions, Brenda. Hold on. Todd, if you can start that question for a little bit, I appreciate it. Um, so I pulled a card on it and I used what deck did I use? I used a deck. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's right there. It's right in front of my face. A friend got me these cards. They're Raven cards. By the way, I love these cards because everybody knows I'm like the Raven chick. I love my Ravens. I love my Ravens. They're my spirit babies, everything. So, but I don't pull the cards very often. Why? Because they tell me important things and I don't always want to listen. But I did this morning because I went, Spirit, you want me to talk about people's life, but what angle do you want me to take this from? How to better help? Because we've all had the secret, we've all read the books, we've all done it all. And a lot of us still struggle. We still struggle with where to take our life. What do we do? How do we change our life? And this card right here, I could not believe it. Okay. They actually pulled two cards because that's just me. I'm thick headed, I'm hard headed. I need some 2x4 therapy. Sometimes I just really want that confirmation, like, holy crap. But this card really summed it up. It said, the time to bemoan one's lot is past. If you don't like something, change it. And everything and everyone resides a potential for transformation. You have all that you need. Believe in yourself. Booyah. You can't mess that up right there. Now the other card because you know what? Well, actually, this is the card I pulled first, and then this was my clarifier. So the first card I pulled was really snatch it, grasp it with your talents. Don't let it go again. It belongs to you. I like that. This should be my motto, right? I mean, this should be my motto, but I really went, how many people are going to get that? How many people are going to understand that? So I had to pull the second card. So again, let's read them again. And I'm going to read them in the order I pulled them. So I asked the cards, what do I need to talk about when it comes to somebody's life? How to change your life? How do I do this? Good morning, Derek and or Miss Jackie. Um, Again, let's read these. The first card I pulled was snatch it, grasp it, with your talents. Don't let it go again. It belongs to you. That is huge. That is huge. Okay. Because so many of us in our own right want something. It comes close. And when it gets to us, we go, do I really want this? Should I do this? Da, 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 da. Yeah, grasp the shit. Okay. But again, good morning, Miss Stephanie. Saying I was Oh my God, Steph, is you know what? In a minute, I'll be doing readings. So please hold on to your questions, or Todd, you could start those for me. I appreciate it. So that one itself was enough, wasn't it? It really was. Unless you're like me, and you need the 2x4 therapy. So then remember the second card was a little bit more nice, a little bit more school through spirit. Like, this is my unfiltered card. This is my school through spirit card. So the school through spirit, the nicer way was the time to bemoan one's lot is past. If you don't like something, change it. And everything and everyone resides a potential for transformation. You have all you need and to believe in yourself. And I will tell you what, there's really nothing more true than both of those. Honestly, I like the first one better. It's like a no bullshit type of card. So, what are you going to do to change yourself? We've gone through the manifestation process. We've gone through we have gone through, and I know everybody's out there going, oh my God, I want this. I feel like I deserve that. All the wrong you go through. Okay. And I know we're all on that page. I know we all are. Okay. But at the end of the day, you have to do work for what you want. Okay. You have to do work for what you want. Okay. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to do work for what you want in life. Okay. And honestly, how do you do that? So literally, guys, it is time. It is time to let go of everything in your past that you no longer want to deal with. Okay. If you want a new life, if you want to create something different, hey, Modi, if you want to create something different, you have to do the work. You really do. You can't say, oh my God, I want a great house. And oh my God, I want this. And oh my God, I want that. Okay. But And the same word go, but my house is fine. My life is fine. I'm okay with it. No, no, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Okay. If you want, say you want a new house, even if you can't afford it, doesn't mean you're not going to go out and buy the house today, but you're going to put that works in. You're going to start that works now. Okay. Oh my God, I look so fierce. Um, you really do start to work that now. And what you're doing with that is literally going, okay, I want a new house. This one's no longer working for me for whatever reason. Maybe the ceilings came in, maybe it's too small. Good morning, Miss Julie. Whatever is going on, acknowledge it. Acknowledge its faults. It's okay to acknowledge those. It totally is. Okay. But then what do? You look at your bank account and you go, okay, I need to start saving money. You call the bank and you say, hey, how far away am I from buying a house? You look up and you start looking at houses for sale on the internet. You drive by them. You go to open houses if they still have those. You call them, you hire a realtor. It doesn't matter if it takes you 6 months or a year. Go look at the houses. Put this stuff into action. Put yourself mentally in, a new place. Let go of the old one. It's that simple. It's also that simple with your life. It is also that simple with your life. I will tell you what, I just had a class this last weekend, intermediate psychic mediumship development. I did a 2-day class for that. And I did it here in where I live. And I will tell you what, whatever, ever thing that happened in life, obviously this was not the right weekend to have a class. People signed up for it and only one showed up. And I had the choice to walk away or not. And I thought, "Oh, I'm here. Why not? I'll teach it." And then I looked at the lady that showed up for the class and I said, you know what? It's at your ballpark. What do you want to do? Are you ready to change your life? Do you want to go home? What do you want to do? And she thought about it and she goes, you know what? Let's do this. I feel like I need to be spoiled. It's my birthday. Let's spoil me. I said, hoorah, let's do this. Tim, crap, I thought I'd be able to keep winging. Oh, that's what I've been doing my whole life, Tim, until recently. Um, so literally I said, okay, let's do this. One-on-one, intermediate. Oh my God, I will tell you what, if you know what, classes aren't life-changing, this really was. And she showed up. She showed up to her life. And it was so funny because I seen a lady over the weekend go from somebody that was very shy and kind of timid, who, had a lot of fear, a whole lot of everything, was really out of her comfort zone, really didn't know what to expect. She really thought she'd just show up and watch me talk forever, which I do. Trust me, I talk a lot. But I also made her do a lot of readings. I did a lot of readings, a lot of soul searching, a lot of digging deep, a lot of pushing herself past comfort zones. You think reading for 5 minutes is fine? Now I need you to read for 15. And then, booyah, I'm going to put you in front of live people and you're going to do reads. And she was like, you are not going to, I said, by the end of this weekend, darling, you are going to be so far out of your comfort zone and you are going to be doing things you never thought or dreamed you could do. You searched out for somebody else to do it. By the end of the day yesterday, she was. And then she looked at me, she says, I had to confess. She's, over the weekend, she let me know she was just a workaholic. All she does is work. She works. Even on the weekend, she likes it and works all day. She said, I have to confess, all I was going to do was work. Her life was going to be no different. She was just going to work. And I'll tell you what, I'm not going to say she's going to quit her job because I don't believe that to be true. But I will tell you, after what she did for herself, everything she did for herself, all the work she put on, everything, she has totally grasped herself. She has grasped what she wants by the balls and she is running with it. Why? Because she decided to give the past away. She's no longer going to fear herself. She is no longer going to fear an uncomfortable place. She's no longer going to hold on to somebody that, was her before Saturday. Not at all. Good morning, Miss Andrea. She's grabbing her life anew. All that she's taught herself. And she kept looking at me going, oh my God, thank you. You were so amazing. Thank you for all this. And I looked at her and said, I didn't do anything. You did it. I just showed up. I just talked. You did it all. You did it all. So sad I had to cancel my reading last week. Oh, I'm sorry, Andrea. A lot of people did. It's okay. It was Memorial Weekend. But it is what it, you know what I mean? And she did it. And she did it so beautifully. She did it so beautifully, and she did it on her own. All I did was show up to support and give her some education. So how many of you can do that? How many of you can look at your life and say, I no longer want to be who I was? I no longer want to be who I was. I'll tell you what, even from my own personal standpoint, I taught this, I preach this, I teach this, and I still will stay in a comfort zone that feels warm and fuzzy. Hey, good morning, Miss Sherry. I do. And I'll tell you what else I did because I finally listened to Spirit. Spirit has been telling me for over a year to hire an assistant. Spirit has been telling me for over a year to get ready for my life. Spirit has been telling me for a year I am ready for whatever it is they have for me. I don't know what that is. And for over a year, I've ignored them. For over a year, I went, For over a year, all of it. Matter of fact, they gave me the assistant. They had the assistant reach out to me, saying, let me help you. And I gave a million and one reasons not to. And last week, I think it was last week, beginning of last week, weekend before, whatever it was, Spirit said to do it again. Good morning, Miss Jessica. And I went, okay, let's do it. Don't know why. Don't know what for. Definitely got a hold of her. Definitely said, hey, can you come on board? And she said, without a doubt, yes. And now I know why they said I needed an assistant, because she has organized my life. But on top of that, she pushes me. She pushes me. She pushes me out of my comfort zone. She reminds me of what I teach. She reminds me of what I preach. She reminds me that I can do more and be better than what I've settled for. And she pushes me. And it's not comfortable. I'll tell you what, the last comfortable thing in the world is to have somebody wake up and message you and say, oh my God, what are we going to do today? And you're going, shit. But you know, you're showing up to your life. You know, you're letting go of the old. You're letting go of that comfort. You're letting go of that part that says, this is all I want to do. You're letting part that says, you know what, for the next 40 years, this is going to be my life. And that's not what I want. I never want to sit back and say for 40 years, this is going to be my life. If that's what I wanted, I would have stayed being a nurse because that was easy. I woke up, I got ready, I went to the work, I did my work for however many hours, I went home and I did my normal life, and life was at the time what I thought amazing. And when Spirit gave me a new life and I grasped it, I finally said, just give it to me. Life was awesome. Life's a vacation. Life is, I mean, many people would love to have my life now. Why? Because even though I still work, and I probably work harder than I did before, and I work 7 days a week. If somebody wants a reading, yeah, I am. You know what? I'm at events. I'm at speaking engagements. I'm teaching. I'm on 2 radio shows. I'm on other people's radio shows. I do. Heck, I just did a recording for another TV show last week, and boom, 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 and I travel all over the place. Gosh, in May alone, I was in New York and I was in Iowa. We won't even talk about everywhere I'm going to be this month or next month or the month after. But let's put it this way, I'm from New York to Arizona to Florida and back again a few times. A few times. And people ask me to come other places, which is phenomenal. And I couldn't have that if I held on to the old me. I couldn't have any of that if I was going to stay in a comfort zone and hold on tight. And neither can you. So, what is it you want to do with your life? What is it that just says, here you go, and you want to run with it? What is it in your life that says, oh my God, this is what I want? I want this type of life, or I want that type of life. Now, I'll tell you what, I've always told my kids, and I have always told my kids this. And whether they listen or not, I've always told them. And yeah, I have to say, they do listen. They listen 110%. But what I tell my kids, I'm still trying to share. You guys start sharing this. Let's get this out. Let's get this out to everybody. Share it to your friends, share it to your wall, share it to whatever, you know. Um, trying to get this to be better in my page, but it's not working. Anyway, good morning. Good morning, Miss Donna. This is what I tell my kids, and I have since they were in school, in high school. I told them in high school, but I wasn't living it. I wasn't showing it. But I told them, you know what? In life, find what you want to do. Find your passion. And I know every parent tells their kids that, find your passion and live your passion. I go one step further and I tell them, find your passion and then create a job for you. Create your job. Create what you want to do. There's a lot of cookie cutter jobs out there that you can go hop in and you can be any, excuse my language, anybody else's bitch. You know what I mean? You can go out there and God, I just said that. God, I just felt naughty. But you can go out there and do what somebody else wants you to do. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. Because I'll tell you what, even in those jobs, you can excel because you can be the best that you can be and be so much more and climb that. Charlie said, thank you, Charlie, for laughing. But you can climb a ladder. So I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with a mold because even within that mold, you are going to push your limits and be better and better and better. Okay. But I will tell you what is going to happen when you go out there and even within those fields, you can still create your position. You can still create what you want to do. Okay, because you go in there and you do the, say you went to school for marketing and you go in and you get that job and they start you at the ground level and you're like, okay, I'm going to go and do what I was taught. And you start doing the job and then you start to excel the job and you do better and better and better. And then on the side, you're doing extra stuff. Maybe you know what, you know of another project here that you're not on, but you know what, you start creating ideas for it and you start doing this and you start doing that. And then you know what, you hand them to the boss and next thing you know, you're part of this new project that you ever have nobody had any intention of putting you on. And you do it again and again and again. You're creating the life you want up to the top. Or you can do it outside of a mold. And you can go, you know what? I want to be this, this, and this. I want to be a gardener. I want a garden. I want a garden. That's what I want. I want a garden. That's what my passion is. I just want a garden. But what am I going to do with gardening? Run a fruit stand? You know what I mean? Yeah, you can do that. Or you can also go to the local restaurants and you can go, do you hire for fresh? Do you hire fresh from around here? Do you buy fresh? Or do you have it coming from big corporate? Because I'll tell you what, this is the size garden I have. I do it with no GMOs. I do it without pesticides. I do it this way and that way. These are the guidelines I follow. I follow everything by the state. And can I sell to you? Now that's creating a job for you off of a passion. I want to talk to dead people. That's me. I want to talk to dead people. Okay. Not always the easiest job to find, but darn it if I haven't done it. I want to talk to dead people. I want to do psychic. I want to help people. I want to change people's lives. I want to be there. I want to be a healer. And it created a job around that. You can do it in every avenue you want, but you have to give away your old way of thinking. You have to give up those old boundaries that you put on yourself. You have to say, I have no boundaries. You have to say, I'm going to let go of my old way of thinking. I'm going to let go of what society or anybody else put on you that said I have to fit inside of a mold. You have to literally say, this is what I want. And then you have to grasp it. And you have to take steps to give up that you're not capable, that society doesn't work that way, that my mama told me this, that I have to be this way to show a role model for my kids. Because I'll tell you what, I look at my own children because after years of telling them, you know what, find your passion and live it, but they were watching me go every day to work as a nurse and not enjoying it. With the same mouth telling them, I do this job to help you guys. But never once did I show them when I was speaking. Now I walk up to my son. God bless his heart. God bless his heart, because that boy does not believe in anything I do. Because you know what? Not everybody believes in the afterlife. Not everybody believes in psychic. Very few actually do. And God bless his heart because he still supports me. And I look at him and I say, and I still say these words at his age. And I go, hon, I'm living proof if nothing else. I finally showed up to show you. Find your passion and make a career out of it. Make your own job. Give up the old thought pattern. Good morning, Miss Kim, and run with it. And it wasn't that long later. It's been probably about 6 months to a year since the last time I said that to him. He called me up and said, guess what, Mom? I listened. I listened. And I'm so freaking proud because of the fact that my teachings are affecting people close to me now. My daughter's done the same thing. It's amazing to watch people do it. And I know you can do that too. I know you can do it too. Just give up the old way of thoughts, guys. To create the life you want for the future, you have to give up your way of thinking. You have to give up your ideals. You have to make new ones. You have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to hire an assistant sometimes that says, get your butt going. That shows you you're not the boss, that you need to be pushed. And I know you can do that. Okay? So, with that being said, I hope everybody enjoyed that topic this morning and my passion about it. I'll be back in a few minutes here with Diet Renee on School Through Spirit, WLTK-DB. Missy Hart will be with me. See you in a few, and don't forget to share this.
A certified spiritual life coach, animal communicator, past life regression, and a psychic medium. This is Charlie Lynn. Charlie Lynn and Chat with Charlie work with you to bring communication and understanding from spirit to those looking to gain insight. Charlie Lynn's spiritual journey has brought her to you, so take advantage and contact Charlie Lynn today. Book a reading, indulge in some Reiki work, or take the next step in your life with some spiritual life coaching. No matter, Charlie Lynn is here to help you. Search Chat with Charlie on Facebook. That's Chat with Charlie on Facebook.
Good morning, Miss Kathy. I'm Diet Renee here, back with School Through Spirit on WLTK-DB. Let's bring in Miss Missy Hart. Hi, gorgeous.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm a hot mess girl, but I'm great.
You're fucking awesome. We just lost a YouTube strike, I swore.
Oh, dang it. You know, that
I
sucks, 'cause
know.
I swear all the time. That's why swearing is my love language. It just
I'm
is.
telling you what. It's so funny because I started the second show Unfiltered with me, Diet Renee, you know? And I told Todd, how are we going to do this? He says, you're going to get out and just swear a lot and be good. And I said, works for me. Just don't put me on YouTube then.
I swear a lot on all my shows, girl, and it just feels good. Just saying.
It does. It does. It does. I love it. I love it. I decided, you know what? Today we're doing the one card questions or one question, not one card questions, but I can't talk this morning. Questions. Anyway, this is a deck I never pulled out. My Raven cards, although I really like them. I don't know why. I like them because they've got ravens, and a really good friend gave them to me. They are. But I've never really looked at them before because it always, I pull a card, it's got a lot of words. I'm like, I want a quick response. I want like 3 words. You know what I mean? I don't want to read. So today I literally was opening it up and I'm like, oh hell, these are sassy. These are in your face, like, booyah.
Are we going to do that? Because I mean, you already swore.
So I already
feel like it's already out of the bag. I've got this rebel deck.
I know. So let's do cards today for people. We always add more to it. You know what I mean? We always do it. We don't know how to shut up. Anybody that's ever watched either one of us, God gave us mouths and never said zip it.
You know what? It's so funny because, Dia, you were so inspiring this morning. I just want to say that. And I was thinking about my roots and how I got started in all of these things, honestly. And people used to ask me like all the time, like, well, how do you do what you do? And I didn't know the answer to that. And I always used to joke, like, you know, I started out reading tarot cards and working in the psychic field. And then all of a sudden dead people just kind of showed up, right? I never asked for it. I really didn't even know what it was. And my answer and my joke was always like, they're like, oh God, this crazy bitch is just here to stay. She's not going away. We may as well give her dead people. And that's like always been my joke. Like, here you go. She's ridiculous. Just we're stuck with her. And
Right.
so this is what, you're going to do now. And I don't know, your talk was just so fantastic. It just spoke to my soul.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It was so funny because I always tell Todd, I'm like, I don't know if you're talking, like, because these days it's like your eyes so connected, and I'm like, oh my God. And then right before it goes, boom, Spirit's like, this is what you can talk about. I'm like, awesome. So, honey, if you can't stay because of your eye, that's okay. Do you understand?
I am good.
You know what I mean? I was waiting for a patch. You don't even know, or a headband.
They don't recommend the patch.
Really? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's what they said. So I had a small golf cart mishap last night, and I had a gigantic bug fly in my eye, and it's scratched really bad. And it's just painful, but I'm good. Girl, I would not have shown up if I didn't think that I could rock this out. So we're good. I don't look the
110%. I
greatest.
know, but I was so waiting for a headband. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I almost did. It's like, but they said don't do it. I'm gonna have to go get antibiotics, the
Yeah.
ointment crap, because it's all infected and gross.
Oh, that always sucks. I sent you some healing, 110%. Love
I
it.
need it. This is like, it's more annoying than anything, I think.
I know, like I was telling you, I've had metal shavings in my eye because I used to own a motorcycle shop and I would never wear my safety glasses. And I would be inventing new intakes for carburetors and stuff like that. So I'd be like grinding this metal. And now I'm realizing the shavings were going, like the fibers are going up my eyes. Next morning I wake up going, oh, why do my eyes hurt? Why are they itchy? And by that night, just, one time I had to go to the doctor and they were like literally had to pull them all out of my eye.
Do they do that like with a magnet? I had someone else, and that's like they can use
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
magnet to pull them
they
out.
they like dye your eyes so they can see it all, and then they like strap your head into this thing with your eye open, and you're like strapped, like you can't move, and all you see is this thing coming at you, and you're like, oh, I'll wear my sunglasses. Oh, I'll wear safety glasses. Oh, I'll wear a patch. Oh, I'll do whatever you want me to do. And 3 months later, you do it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy the windshield right away for the golf cart, and glasses is just like no one's getting back on it until we all have proper
Yes. I love
attire.
it. Good morning, Miss Tony. Oh, you know what? I'll tell you, I never learned. I never learned. I was naughty. I mean, I never wore safety glasses and I never wore shoes on my feet in the shop ever. Like, unless it was winter, did I put shoes on? And then it was only like socks because I had a heated shop.
That seems like ridiculous. And I don't know, like as of last night, I'm like, I'll never do this again. It just, man, if anything is stuck in my eye, it's like a bug leg or a bug wing. I don't even know what it was. But when it hit me, it was so excruciating, like it right when it did it. And I smacked my eye and I was like, basically probably rubbed the little sucker in there. And so I'm
Right?
thinking, man, if something is stuck in my eye, it's like bug fragments.
I'm telling you, if you go to the doctor and he sees like a leg or something, I want a picture. I want the close-up visual picture of a leg or a wing off your eye.
If it happens, I will let you know.
You better, because if there's like a wing off your pupil, wouldn't that be so cool? Be like your inner fairy coming out.
Oh, see, well, it's a positive spin. Like, oh,
Yeah,
it's not a bug, it was a fairy.
you smushed a fairy into your eye.
Give me some. I did. Yeah, I mushed it right in there.
There
Man,
you
it
go.
hurt.
Oh, I'm so sorry for that. So we got seven people already. Oh my God, let's do this.
Let's do
So
it.
Stephanie, oh my God, Stephanie is from Saint Augustine. I can't speak, guys. I'm saying August. I'm seeing Saint. It's San Augustine. Augustine. Oh my God, I give up talking already. A message from Spirit. Please and thank you. So, we are going to pull cards today, but guys, it does not mean we're not connecting our own abilities. Okay, everybody, we are still connecting our abilities. We're still going there, and going from there. Does that make sense, everybody? We're still connecting, so it's still coming in. Wow, I will tell you what, God, Stephanie, I'm wondering if you have some issues possibly with self-confidence. self-confidence, things of that nature, because I'm hearing like you are the shit, you are awesome. Those are the things I've got in my head, Stephanie. Okay. Like constantly telling you how amazing you are. And I'm wondering kind of if you are like maybe not having the self-confidence, not having the security within yourself, you know, um, which is awesome. And possibly even that whole aspect of moving forward, going on, what am I going to do? It's that self-security within yourself. Okay. And I want to tell you, just because this card came up, I'm wondering how much of my talk this morning you listened to because you seen me shuffling and I told you we're using cards today. The same card came up, okay? Snatch it, grasp it with your talons. Don't let it go again. It belongs to you. So, you know what, honey? You need to start believing in yourself. You need to know that you are the shit. You need to know that, oh my God, whatever you want in life, you can have. Allow yourself to have it. Grab that shit. Don't let anybody take it away from you. Don't ever let anybody tell you you are not worthy, including yourself, because you are going to be the worst person to look in the mirror and tell you those words. So start believing in yourself, dear. That's what I got.
Good. Well, I'm going to add to that. So, I love that. I'm going to add to that, and I'm going to take a little bit of a different spin because this card came up. Stop talking. Shut your mouth and listen. So I'm using the Rebel deck, and you said that you had a sassy deck, so I pulled out my sassy deck that is full of bad words, and I love it. So stop talking, shut your mouth, and listen. And to me, what that really means, like just, riding along with Dayette's whole little theme to that, believing in yourself. And sometimes it's not about, doing what you think that you should be doing. I think that's really important to hear. A lot of the times, like we feel like what should I be doing? What do I need to do? And most often I have found, especially in my own personal journey, that it's not about should be doings. It's about doing the things that make your soul sing. So if you have something that you love to do, and if you're feeling like you're ready to push that out, girl, just do it. And don't let that negative self chatter on the inside of your brain slow you down at all. So pay attention to the signs that you are receiving from the other side, from your team of peeps, that those gentle nudges that we get, that, like we're filled with inspiration. We are filled with things because we have a team that loves us on the other side, and they know what we're capable of, and they know all of the goodness that they have, and they help us. They lead the way. So pay attention to that small inner voice that you have, and like Dayette said, go for it, grab it, do it.
Booyah.
Booyah.
Love it. Booyah. I'm in a mood today, I'm telling you. Hey, Joy is with us. Joy came into my show last Tuesday. It's the first time I've seen her in weeks. I was going to get a hold of you, Missy, and go, oh my God,
Joy.
where's Joy? Where's Joy? Joy says, may I have a card, please? Yes, mail lady, you may. You may. Okay. I flip it all over. Tony says, booyah. The word of the week, guys. Do it and go, booyah. You got this. I love it. I'm in such a sassy mood this morning. I can't even tell you. I'm just like, I need to schedule my whole life today because I'm in a mood to do it. What is it you pulled for Joy? What'd you pull?
Okay, so the cat's out of the bag with bad words, right? Are we just rolling with this?
Go for it. If we get booted out, we'll make Todd deal with it.
Todd, I'm so sorry. I don't feel like I ever watch my mouth though, so it just kind of is what it is. Joy, the card that I pulled for you, again using the Rebel deck, it says, they broke your heart. Fuck them. So I guess, with this is that really people who do things that affect you on an emotional level are honestly dealing with their own crap and figuring out a way to balance that out and not allow it to affect you in the way that it could perhaps drag you down or something like that. So I'm going to say, make sure that you are putting up some boundaries and not allowing other people's fuckery to mess with you or to allow it to affect you on an emotional level as much as humanly possible. which is kind of difficult. But, you know, if you put up a little bit of a boundary, you can balance that out a little bit.
Right. I love how our cards are going together. I really do. Because this is my card for our folder, and I'm like, what the hell does it say? Because I'm not doing great at reading today. It says, Scanaf, Hastink, sometimes experiences and things that happen only make sense in relation to each other. And then they form a word that shows what that we welcome everything. So thanks. So really, I'm thinking Joy must be in a place in her life where just a lot of shit has happened. A lot has hit the fan. A lot is just all going on around her. So at this point, it's kind of like going, oh, what the hell? Just make up some new words, make up a new language, expect the fact that your life has been what it is, see how it relates, and walk the F on. Just keep going with this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Your life is soup. You just threw everything into it because maybe you were starving. So you picked everything, including, like rock soup, and you made something delicious in the end. So accept your life for what it is and move on. Go on. Make a new word. I like that. Scanaf. I don't even know what the hell that would mean.
Scanaf.
Scanaf. Scanaf.
And if you
New
can't
word.
make up
Oh,
new
yeah.
words, just go for Pig Latin. Pig Latin is always just fun.
I love it. Tony's loving booyah because she said new word, booyah.
Booyah.
I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. And you know Joy, so I don't. I just know her name from there. Donna, can I get a love reading, please? Please. Please.
Donna. Okay.
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna think about Donna.
Joy says, "Thank you, ladies. Both of you are spot on. I love the attitudes." Screw it.
Because Joy has attitude like we do.
Does she? Oh my
So
God, I love it.
Yeah, that's what makes her fabulous.
Yes. Okay. So Donna in the love reading. Oh my God, are you sure you want these cards in a love reading, Donna? I'm telling you, we're having
I
fun
know.
today.
I don't know
We're
what
having
mine are going
fun
to say.
today. Reading should be fun. I'll tell you what, life should be fun. It should be altering. Good morning, Miss Dev.
Ooh. Okay, Donna. Dang. These cards are pretty brutal.
Mine are a little softer than goodness.
Mine.
I need your deck.
These cards are pretty brutal. But a lot of the times, we need a little bit of brutally honest to, start moving in a different direction. And so as I was shuffling the cards down and thinking about you, the things that I have written down on my little scribble sheet here are patterns repeating and kind of, working in that same story over and over and over and over and over again, even if it's with the same person. I feel like that's important to hear. Like, maybe it's not necessarily relationship to relationship. It could be, but if it's not, and it's whatever, then, it's going to come down to what story are you telling yourself, and you're feeding yourself this emotion. So if you find are you in a current relationship, Donna? I guess I'm going to ask you that. I'm just going to flat out ask you that. It doesn't really matter per se, but again, you're repeating some type of pattern, especially within relationships, and you keep on getting stuck in the negative parts to things. So like if your mind is always focusing on the bad stuff, then you don't get to really take the time to appreciate the good stuff. And so this card actually says, be fucking grateful. Donna, be grateful. Shit could be so much worse. So yeah. I guess, that this is really an invitation to start focusing on the good and less of the bad. Mm-hmm. And if that pertains to relationships, let's just say that you're repeating a horrible pattern in multiple relationships and you're carrying it around with you. If you are beating the drum constantly of, man, relationships suck, they're terrible, they never work out for me. Well, guess what? You're just going to keep on attracting a very nasty, negative relationship, because it is basically what you're putting out there. And so energy goes how energy flows. It just is what it is. And so if you start shifting that thought just by a fraction of just a little bit and start being grateful for the experiences that have taught you. Maybe they weren't great experiences, but allow the learned lessons to kind of fill you up and like, like now I know what I don't want in a relationship. This has helped me to be strong. It's helped me to be independent. It's helped me to whatever. And just shift your focus a little bit, and then you're going to start attracting better things. So like I said, be fucking grateful. Shit could be so much worse. So look for the gold in the little bit of muck that you've had going on.
I love what you said about that, because on my side, I pulled 2 cards for her. Because the first one, I was like, what the hell is this? You know what I mean? And it said, you will provide for, you will be sustained. And I thought, I need clarity on that one. You know what I mean? Because it's just kind of like, So the second one I pulled for clarity says, let doubt depart and confidence spread wide. It's strong wings to carry you on, or carry you now. And anyway, with those, I agree with you 110%. But you know what? I also want to add in there that, you know what? I feel like sometimes, because it's in that pattern, that sometimes she's not realizing how strong she is. She's not giving herself the credit that she needs. And she needs to strengthen herself to say, you know what? I really don't need you or anybody in my life. You are there because you're an accent to me. You help, you know what I mean? Because I
right,
want
you're there because I want you there, not
that is it.
Yeah.
So
That's
from my
powerful.
side, from what you were saying, it's like, you know what, get this strong. Go, you know what? I'm the bomb. I'm awesome. I can do this. Get a strong sense of who you are. And then even in that complicated relationship, go, you know what, you're there because I want you there. Because you know what? Your moments with me make me smile, but baby, I can smile on my own. You know what I mean? I don't
Right.
need you to make me smile. And I feel like that's how I'm feeling about it. Exactly what you're saying, but I feel like it's just get the focus more on yourself and then add the relationship in later.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. And her answer with, I'm in a
yeah.
relationship. Yes. I know it's complicated. If you're focusing on those complicated bits all of the time, you are doomed there, honestly, because it is going to be the overwhelming vibe of that relationship. So it's like,
Right.
spend some time, like Dayette said, focusing on you, but then also focus on the good parts,
Right.
and try to, get something good.
Well, yeah, because I got this going through my head, so I'm going to say it. I don't know why I'm going to say it. Boy, I hope we don't get booted off altogether. But when a girl's got needs, she don't need no help to satisfy them damn needs. You know what I mean? End of story. You are all yourself. You know what I mean? Allow
Mm-hmm.
that relationship to just compliment you and nothing else. So, she said, I can smile on my own. There you go, darling. There you go. We got Donna and Andrea. Anything for me? Andrea had a reading with me at Earth Song. She had to cancel. Of course, I picked Memorial Weekend of all weekends to go to a store.
Oops.
I'm snorting now. You know? Thank you. Donna says thanks. Thanks. You're welcome, Miss Donna. So, Miss Andrea, anything for you? Anything? I need to get a sassier deck, I think.
Rebel Deck, girl, it's really good. It's so good.
I'm telling you. I need one that just tells me off every day. Card, tell me off.
This one is so good. Andrea. Thinking about Andrea.
Hope I'm showing good enough.
Well, a lot of patterny feels today for me. Like it's so interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like that goes along with your talk in the beginning, like how we have to break through old patterns of belief and stuff like that. And Andrea, I'm thinking about you, and honestly, I have like an angry kind of a feeling, so I don't know if you're actually holding on to anger, or if you've been going through some stuff right now that kind of makes you I feel like it's more of a been working through some stuff. And so honestly, most of me wants to pat you on the back for progression. But at the same time, still kind of holding yourself up there. Try to get a little more specific, get in here with the card.
My head is all over the place with her. I literally, like, everywhere, anywhere. My head is, like, everywhere. I don't even know why with Andrea. I feel like you're just not focused. I feel like you're having squirrel moments upon squirrel moments upon squirrel moments and no focus. And at the end of the day, you can't even remember what you were thinking about. That's how I feel. And I just feel like there's a lot of chaos and a lot of going on all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It feels aggravating, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh my God. I like this. You know what? Here you go, Andrea. This is really, it makes sense, but damn, it's a smart ass answer. You can't hoard your breath. You can only breathe in after you breathe out. It really is as simple as that. Life is simple, guys. It is so simple. I'm gonna put this shit. This one I'm gonna put up on my wall. This one I'm gonna put on my wall. You know what? Life is simple. Don't complicate it. There you go. Don't complicate it.
We do have a tendency to overcomplicate things for sure. I think what Dayette said with the, things feeling semi-chaotic and stuff like that. Like I said, I can very, very clearly see that you've been working on things. And so I think that might be like a bit of a slap to the face to be like, damn, how much more work do I have to put into it? But I think that it's really interesting to say, don't overcomplicate it. Most of the time, if we take our crap and all of the stuff that we need to work through, if we bring it to a simple level of acceptance, like just literally just bring things to a simple level of, okay, shit happened, I accept that. Okay, he was an asshole, I accept that. Okay, my life was this, I made these horrible decisions, whatever, I accept it. We're not feeling good about it, we're not feeling bad about it, we're just like, shit happens. Okay, a lot of the times when we bring it right to that level, and let go of needing to feel good about bad situations, man, you will watch that shit just melt away. Just accept it. Don't try to feel all frilly and foo-foo about stuff. Don't do it.
No.
So this one, actually, this card that I pulled for you said, don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. You need some fucking time alone, and you know why. That's what it says.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess, really sitting with yourself and having moments of solitude and allowing things to kind of bubble to the surface. Maybe this chaos, you don't even know where it's coming from. Maybe it's just all kind of there and you have no idea exactly the whys. So maybe bring things, spend some time alone, sit with things. And like I said, just bring things to levels of acceptance. That really feels that the best for me is talking to you. So that's kind of what I'm saying.
Yeah, and she asked, "Is it gonna get easier, though?" I do believe it's going to. I honestly do, but I think you have to really kinda take what we're saying, t take what Spirit's saying, you know what I mean? And accept that and kinda move on. Now, I'm gonna give you an example just because as Missy's talking, I'm thinking about my own life, because it keeps showing me parts of my own life, and Missy can tell you for, like, 2 years now, I have called Missy, repeatedly called Missy and said, "Oh my god, how do I do this? Oh my god, I can't do this. Oh my god." Even with this radio show, I called her, I said, "Missy, I don't think I can do this." Missy's like, "Yeah, you can." You know what? And I'm like, "Then fine, come with me." She's like, "Booyah, here you go." And she showed up for my first show. And I have called her, on a lot of different things on my website. "Oh my God, I can't do this. I can't let go of the old. I don't know how to let go of that." She's like, "Woman, just do it." You know what I mean? And it's sometimes you need that person that you can call up that has those smart ass cards or has that view on life and just says, just do it. So your life is going to get easier once you just do it. I don't know if that makes sense.
And really
Find
just
that
accept.
person. What's that?
And really just accept, again, like you are sitting in a spot where you just said, will it get easier though? So your
Yeah.
focus is on the hardships.
Yeah.
And that's totally normal. I don't want you to feel bad that you feel like crap and you're feeling it. That's fine. Go through those feels, but then you're going to have to force your focus on something a little bit better.
Yeah.
If you're putting out all of this, it's complicated, I'm stressed, I'm stressed, I'm stressed. Well, I mean, you've literally just placed yourself in front of a wall that you're not going to be able to move past. And so, like I said, if you bring it to levels of just acceptance, and like that means we're not feeling good about it and we're not feeling bad about it. I think a lot of the times, like we get hung up on, oh, We need to let things go. Oh, we need to forgive so and so. I say fuck all of that. Don't work on letting things go. We're human beings. Guess what? We're not really going to let anything go. Now that doesn't mean that things don't get easier and it's pushed off to the side, and it definitely doesn't mean that we haven't come to a better place with things. But dang it, something happens, like, and that stuff comes right back up, right? I mean, so don't worry about letting things go, and I don't, it just accept shit
Right.
happens, accept it, accept your parts in it, accept other people's parts in it without needing to I don't know, being so like emotionally attached to it, and you're going to watch the brick walls start to break down. Simplify, really simplify your process. Don't overcomplicate it. Simplify it. Accept that shit happens, and start focusing on better things. A few minutes a day goes a long way, believe it or not. Gratitude practice. This is for everyone. If you can set yourself in gratitude for just oh yeah, is my audio good? I couldn't hear you for a
No,
minute.
it's on my side, darling.
Oh, okay. So
No, it went on my side. My computer went bloop and then came back on.
Oh, okay. So a simple gratitude practice daily. And what I mean by gratitude is do not sugarcoat shit with words. Don't waste your time. Um, Focus on something that legitimately makes you feel happy and good. I don't care if it's a Twinkie, if it is a double stuffed Oreo cookie, if it is your garden, if it is whatever. Allow your gratitude and your appreciation of whatever that is to fill you up so much that you have to smile. Like, you know, like when you're feeling something and it makes you smile, it makes you happy. You will have shifted your entire vibe and your entire energy in like 60 seconds. And that is going to work on the exterior parts of you as well as the interior parts of you. It is the most life changing practice that there is. It is. Start there, everyone. It's perfect.
It really is. It really is. Going down to Sherry. Don't really have a question on air, but pull a card, please. Definitely. Definitely. You know what? I just had to send a message to the producer because my computer keeps popping up these things. Of course, it's a messages from Google or whatever. It says my hard drive is damaged. He's like, it's just a scam. Don't worry about it.
Oh my gosh, it's popping up while you're on the air right now.
Oh, it pop every time I'm on my computer. This stuff pops up. I'm like, oh my god, what is this crap? You know? But it comes from like McGaffey. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue what none of it means. So
Who are
anyway,
we focusing on? I'm so
we are
sorry.
focusing on Sherry. Well, that's because I got us off topic. Sherry.
Okay.
Sherry she doesn't have a question on air, but can she have a card? I love that. Yeah, of course
Okay.
you can. What's next for you? I was gonna be a smartass. I was reading somebody else's question in my head. And I want to just answer it. Advanced 2. Sorry. They'll know what I'm talking about. They know who they are. They know who they are. So Sherry, can you have a card?
I actually had one that jumped out as I was shuffling. So
Oh, I
um
love
I don't know that this is necessarily related to sleep, but so this one says stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up. You're missing some cool shit. I feel like I'm gonna bring that more to work than sleep. Sleep just does not ring true for me here.
Mhm.
Um so take some time to enjoy. That is what this is saying to me. Wake up, you're missing some cool shit. Take more breathers, take more time to smell the roses, take more time to I don't know, just do some fun things and some good things to fill up your spirit. I think, I feel like um, you must be around things that are kind of emotionally draining at times. And I feel like life is good. I really do. So it's one of those, but I feel like I'm emotionally drained by outside kinds of things. And so it's like, you really need to spend some time focusing on filling up your cup and making sure that you're doing things to just enjoy and Yeah, other people's stuff, man. Like I just want to go like flick it off. Or I just want like other people's stuff right here. I'm just gonna flick it. Or I don't want it.
Hmm.
Don't. Or, so you need to do some stuff to like clear other people's funky energy away. That's what I'm saying.
I like that because the card I pulled for her was your wings got all sticky. If your feathers are stuck together, then you can't take off and fly. What is in your life sticking to you? Unstick yourself so that you can soar again and your perspective changes. Don't forget you are a raven. Now I love the fact that it says don't forget you are a raven because people don't realize ravens aren't just a black bird. They're like one of the largest black, not the largest, but they're a huge black bird when they get to adulthood. They are the messengers from spirit, which tells me you get a lot of messages on your own, darling. You're connected to your guides. You may not be allowing yourself to hear those or accept those, but they are there. Okay. Ravens are also very loyal. They're independent. They're very loyal. They're the elephant of the bird kingdom, so they have a memory that never goes away. So if you're good to a raven, it will literally bring you things all the time. It will bring you little gifts. It'll bring you whatever it finds. It's all in gratitude of you. And I believe that's who you are. You know what? You're always doing for other people. You're always out there. But you also have to do for yourself. You have to do for yourself because the other side of a raven, if you're not good to them, trust me, they're going to let you know. They're going to let you know. Okay? So
So
take
bring
care.
yourself some little gifts. Yeah.
Yeah. Bring yourself some gifts. Unstake yourself. Do for you. Listen to spirit. Listen to your guides. It's all
Uns-
they're not gonna take you the wrong way. I you
unstick
know,
yourself. I just kind of dig that like so
I love
much.
I love how these cards are just complementing each other. You know what I mean? They
It's
really are.
perfect, isn't it?
It
Yeah,
really
today's good.
is.
So,
Today
girl,
is
I
awesome.
saw. Can I pick the next one? Because this
You
one,
can pick whatever you'd like.
I was just looking, and this one is like, whoa. Okay, Deborah Roselle. I recently had someone
Yes.
tell me that God detests me. Since then, I feel off, for lack of a better word. I don't believe that BS, but what's up? What's up is whoever said that to you is a complete jackass who knows nothing about God. That one just like really smacked me in the face and almost makes me angry. First of all, I'm very God oriented these days. Actually, I feel very like pulled back to that, I guess, realm for the past few years. And I know that it is 100% impossible to be pulled away from where you came. And you legit did come from God, from source, from the creator, whatever you want to call it. So for anyone to say that to you, I say they don't know what they're talking about and do not let that. Affect your personal relationship at all with the other side. And the other side is vast. So you're talking God, archangels, regular angels, spirit guides, dead peeps. Like we got a lot going on over there. My suggestion would be to, really just have more conversations with God in the sense that you're just talking and you're praying and do it more in a conversational tone. So you feel like you're building that relationship and you're not just asking for things. I think like, and not that it's wrong to ask for things. I don't want to like deter you away from that, but like just really build that relationship and lean into your faith a little bit and do not allow anybody else to shake your faith and your personal relationship with the other side. Nothing but love and light there, my dear. I mean, truly from the other side. And I'm not kidding you. You've got a woman. Now, I'm not diving into dead people today, but I will just tell you this. You have a woman there. This is definitely a dead peep energy. I almost see her as like an older smoker, to be honest with you. I feel like I could see her little cigarette dangling out of her mouth, but probably played cards and that kind of stuff. I think her hands looked a little bit weird, maybe like a rheumatoid arthritis or just old. I think she was just old, but fantastic. And this woman sends you so much energy and so much whatever just to be vibrant, and so I don't know, a vibrant. She's just sending you some of her feist. There you go.
No, I know Deb. She's my hypnotherapist and she's my friend and she's amazing. And I almost want to go kick whoever's butt did this to her because it's like, oh my God, like why would you do that? But Deb, what I keep seeing, this is what I keep seeing, darling. Okay. One, I don't know why you didn't say these words to this person, but I need you to get a really big Post-it note, a big one, or a piece of paper, pink, yellow, whatever sunshine color you want to do. Tape it to your mirror. And I need you to, it needs to say, bitch, please. God made this and I'm effing fabulous. And look at that shit every time you walk into your bathroom. Every time you look in the mirror, every time you wash your hands, I need you to look at that. Bitch, please.
I
God
love
made
that.
this and I'm fucking fabulous. End of story. Booyah. And when you see the person, flip them off. Because, honey, you are nothing short of just phenomenal. Nothing short of that.
Yeah,
That's
God,
I advertised Deb to the world, and God made this, and baby, I know I'm fabulous. So there you go. I don't have anybody in my life that's not.
okay, so can I just, I
Sorry,
totally just
I
pulled a
love you
card.
too, Deb.
Girl. So I'm shuffling, pulling a card for this woman because, yeah, I'm so pissed off for her because what a horrible thing to say and so not true. I just 100% not true. It says rebel, 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 because fuck it, literally. Bitch, please,
Bitch, please.
bitch,
Bitch,
please,
please. Booyah.
rebel. So, yeah, do
Booyah.
not allow that to at all.
Yes.
No,
And
yeah.
Deb wanted to
Mm-mm.
know the name of your deck. I seen it
Oh,
earlier in the.
this is the Rebel deck. And I'm in love with this freaking deck. Here, let me show you the outside. There you go, the Rebel deck.
I love it. I love it. Awesome. Okay, I'm going back to the starred things. I'm getting lost even in the stars. There's so many comments today. Oh my God, I love this. I love this. I'm even getting lost in those. Tony, who's been here since almost the beginning, I think maybe close to the beginning of the show, at least from when you guys, says, I'm new here, was wondering any messages for me. Tony's like doing the booyah thing on the other side. She's actually asked a couple times, can I have a card? You bet you can. You bet you can to Miss Tony. You bet you can.
Okay, so Tony, you said I just want
Tony.
to know.
Tony.
Okay.
Tony hasn't. I hope Tony's still with us. Let us know if you're still here, Tony, but we're pulling a card for you, dear. Pulling two cards, actually. We're pulling one on each side. Do. I'm going to get me that deck. Matter of fact, I'm going to Google it right now.
It's
Feel
zero
like
filter, zero fucks, all fun. It's fabulous.
I love that. Oh my God. I love it. I need that
It's
in
so
my
good,
life.
isn't it?
I need that in my life.
Oh gosh. Okay. So Tony. See now again, the brutal honesty of these cards. I'm hoping that this resonates with you because this one I feel like is a pretty good smack to the face. It says, make better fucking choices. If you are pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. So I guess, basically with that pattern repeating, and doing the same thing, it's like you can't keep on doing the same things over and over and over and expect a different result. And so this card is really, kind of pushing you to start shaking things up a little bit and do things different. Maybe you're uncomfortable with the place that you're finding yourself at this point. Maybe it just doesn't feel good. Maybe it's, just kind of blah. But again, in order to shift out of that, you have to, well, do things different, think different, feel different. If you usually get up and roll out of bed on the right side, try it on the left side. If you, just do things a little bit different, and things will start shifting.
I love that. I love that. I'm like Googling out cards with an attitude, guys. I'm like, and it's giving me nothing. So you're just going to have to go after the Rebel deck. And you can find it on Amazon, just so you know. Okay, Miss Tony. Hope you're still with us. My booyah lady cannot go away. I'm telling you. My internet keeps freezing over here. Ugh, so much rain. Tony, transformation, one of your not evers. Do something that you said you would never do. Allow yourself this unusual and broadening experience. Bring back into your fold what you have separated from yourself. I don't know if that makes sense, but Quite frankly, I wasn't listening, I was Googling. So I'm just gonna leave it with that and go on with my happy day. Oh, Jody wrote in for Deb. Deb, something very similar happened to me years ago. I was so broken when it happened and kept apologizing to God for not loving him enough. He told me that, of course, he knows how much I love him. If I didn't love him, then it wouldn't have broken my heart what that person spoke poison. I use his words as a power source every day. Oh my God, that is so true, Jody. So true. I
It
love
is.
that.
It is.
I love that. Love, love, love that. So let's go on to, I'm just trying to go down the stars. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to miss anybody. I just feel bad when we miss.
You're going
Um,
down what?
if you look at the starred ones, Todd, it says live,
Oh,
and the
I don't.
next one says starred. You
I
don't get
don't
the
have
starred in your
start
section.
ones.
Oh, I feel special. Yeah, Todd stars all my questions. Everybody that asks questions, so I don't
Ooh.
miss them. Because I feel bad when I miss them. Oh my God, I feel so bad. And there get to be so many comments that, you know what I mean? We lose them.
Yeah, it's hard. Yep.
We'll lose them. So Julie Schmolt, I hope I said your name right, Schmolt. I took new life path, wondering if it's the right path for me. I'm hearing yes, 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 yes. Um, I'm literally hearing things like yes, yes, yes. Why would you even question it? Like why, like, you know what? You had an inkling, you had an opportunity, you had something present to you, and you jumped on it. And I do feel like you're running, you know what, just like I talked about earlier, I feel like you're running out of your comfort zone on some level, like going down that direction. And it's just a matter of, yeah, you did it. I just feel like you're starting to form a whole new life for yourself. I feel like where you're going at, it's like because you can't see the outward goal. It's almost like you have this goal, but you really can't see past that to see really the brilliance of what's past that. Okay, because it just feels like this path is going on forever in front of you. And I'm just feeling like go with it, go for it. You're gonna get to a point of being a little bit comfortable because what I'm seeing is like a path down a desert road with some like little twigs of trees, cactuses, whatever. And it just feels like maybe I'm bored, maybe I didn't do the right thing, maybe all this isn't for thing. But you know what? At the end of that road really is that pot of gold because I'm seeing like Vegas at the end of it. So all of a sudden, boom, this beautiful, glorious city is like popping up and it's just got all this glitz and glamour and all this luck of money and luck of wealth and luck of love. And you know what? Just something that's bigger than yourself or bigger than you thought could be, because it just feels like that's where this path is taking you. You just can't see exactly where you're going yet. So have faith, run with this.
Yeah, and I actually wrote down, don't let the bumps scare you off. So I'll use Dayette's desert thing, and don't let a cactus or two scare you off of your new little path. So if you've started this, new thing, and if you run up against a little sticky, prickly cactus, don't let it scare you. And I think that you're it honestly, I heard bold move. So that is interesting. Whatever it is that you're doing, they're saying that it's a bold move.
Hmm.
And so, I just want to say like, um, walk into that with confidence and be as bold as the move is. Like match that energy. Be a badass.
Yep, I love this. The card I pulled was go back to your roots, go right back. When you have found yourself, you cannot fail to reap a bountiful harvest. And when it says go back to your roots, I don't think it's saying go back to the path that you were on because I think you've actually found yourself. You know what? You've gone back to who you are inside. You know what? It may not be presenting it right now, but trust. You're gonna have, you know what? It's gonna be bountiful. You are right where you need to be, and you're going in the right direction. So,
Okay, so my card is
all
believe
right.
what you see.
Ooh, yeah.
Believe what you see.
I love that.
It
I
says,
love
now hang on a second. It says, believe what you see. And then it says, face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely.
Oh, I love that.
So, I mean, really, it is more so that choose bravely. Like I said, bold. Be bold here. I think that is perfect. Be bold.
Love that. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Dur, 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 dur. Okay, let's go on. Oh my God, we've got. Oh my God, I'm lost. I'm lost. We've done Donna, Jody, Jody. What's next for me? What's next for me? I love that. Oh my God, great minds think alike. Because I literally just sent to Todd a message going, "Can we get rid of the ones we've done? Because I'm getting lost in it." And I got back on, and they were almost all gone. So
Thanks,
you must
Todd.
be psychic and didn't even know it.
You know what? I know Todd to be very psychic, actually.
Yeah,
Just
isn't he?
saying. I've had experiences.
Telling you. And you know what's so funny? You know how for like a year, I kept saying we need to get Todd busy enough that he never has time to get out of his own underwear. I think we're getting close.
I
We're
think
close.
so too. It's incredible, isn't it?
Isn't it awesome?
Holy crap. Yes. It
Oh my
is.
God. You've
I'm
got 2
stoked.
shows. I've got 2 shows. We got new shows coming on. Oh my God. You wouldn't even
Right?
believe. Oh my God.
Yeah, we have new shows coming up. We have,
There's
I
like
don't
1
know,
or 2 more coming this month. Oh my God. I love
just some
this.
good shit across the board.
Hmm.
No pun intended, but
No,
really
I mean,
pun intended.
this is becoming his own. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's already a network, but Todd's becoming a network all in his own. Like, holy crap. He's going to have to hire extra staff. Sherry's going to have to quit her day job or her night job. We got this. Going to have to get
Okay.
colorful underoos because you know what? Them white ones is going to get dirty.
So I'm sitting here shuffling. We're talking about Todd, and I literally look down to the top of the deck, and it says, "Ask a fucking expert."
Ah! I love it. I love
And
it.
I'm like, Todd,
Todd.
you are our expert.
That's right. I'm going to pull one for Todd.
I
Oh
wasn't
my
meaning to. It just, we're talking about him, and I'm shuffling, and I look down, and that's what it said. It's like, Todd, you're the expert's expert.
You are. And you know what's so funny is because my card is really kind of naughty compared to what they would. It says your heart is a treasure or is a treasure trove, not some smelly sewer. You know what I mean?
Except we're
Yeah,
totally in the gutter today, and
totally
so
the gutter. But I'm thinking not only is he the expert though, but it really is saying to Todd, just keep following your heart because look at what you built. Look at what you're going to keep building. And you know what? Somebody's looked at you and said, you know, you can't do it. Oh my God, sir, you are a man that is doing it tenfold, 100-fold, and it's just going to double in size over the next year. So you might as well just keep moving with this and
yeah.
keep going because, dude, you're going to be lucky if you have weekends off. You know, you're going to have to hire and train more staff to do a lot of different things. Okay.
No, look at this one. See, you guys, I'm literally just shuffling, and this is so perfect. It says, that project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back.
That's right.
Dude, Todd, this is totally for you. I
That
love
is,
it.
he's like, love it, ladies. Thank you. You are so welcome. Todd never gets a reading on these things. We always like X them out. So
Yeah, we
Todd,
didn't mean to ask or give Todd a reading. It just happened.
I know it just happened. It just happened. He deserves it. So, where are we at? We are on to, we need to do Jody yet because we skipped right. We said Jody and then we read for Todd. So, Jody, what's next? Seek an expert. Do advanced too. Let's go to Arizona for certification weekend. How's that? There you go. Sorry. So, what do you get for Miss Jody? What do you get for Miss Jody?
Did she have an actual like question, or she's just
She
looking for a
didn't have
card?
a question. She just wants to know she said, what's next for me? What's next for me?
Oh, okay.
I honestly feel with Jody, I really do feel like it's just, you know what, we've said it, it seems to be a theme, but kind of getting out of that old pattern, that old way of thinking. Like I know Jody, she has come so far, but I do feel as if it's become a comfort zone. And I haven't talked to Jody for quite a while, but there's a comfort zone there. And I feel like she just needs to push past that comfort zone and really just nail it. Keep going forward. Do more. Follow those dreams. You know what I mean? Sign up for some events. Do whatever it takes. You know, if you're going to have a garden, plant bluebells in the middle of the winter time. You know, make sure you put a heat lamp on them so they grow. But prove to the world you can do it if you want to. You
You
know,
know that is so funny. I wrote down climbing the ladder higher, 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 and every rung basically is, something. And so I don't want you to get like upset with the journey that you're on or the time that things take actually. So like she said, like, um, pushing past, I don't know, what did you say? Places that she might be stuck. How did you say that?
Or she might be stuck in comfort.
I gotta go get my car code.
Oh, well, look in my purse, maybe. Sorry. I'm
You're
having,
good.
I
You're
might
good.
have to walk away for just a quick second.
That's okay because I got a card.
Well, let
Go
me let me just
ahead,
finish
do
my
what you
little
gotta do,
thought
and then you
here.
can run.
They said climbing the ladder higher, higher, higher. Do not get if you're stuck on a rung for a moment, and you're getting like aggravated with that. Sometimes we're kept at a level, like very intentionally. I have found that we're kept at a level before the next kind of progression. So sometimes you have to be just comfortable with where you are. But then everything that Dayette said actually with pushing past things actually rings true for me too. But when that time comes, so just I guess be able to discern and differentiate between, okay, just accepting like I'm here for a reason because we are divinely led and guided. I cannot talk about that enough. Like to me, every single place that we wind up, everything that we do, man, it is synchronistic and it is perfect, even if it sucks ass. We're supposed to be there. We're supposed to have those experiences. So be grateful for those moments, even if they're not the best. Um, and allow yourself to be comfortable with where you are. And then when the time presents itself to move forward, you're going to know it. But be sure that you recognize when that time comes. All right, I'm
Exactly.
going to go off camera for a second. I'll
I
be
will
right
see
back.
you back in a few seconds. So, Jody, the card I pulled for you, and I love this card. It's a little bit softer, but it says, "Spread your wings, open your heart, and give your blessings. Bless and be aware that the blessings its bestower and the blessed are one." You know what? Which is just really saying that, you know what? It is time for you to spread your wings. It's time for you to realize that you really are that blessed person. And I do understand where, the religion comes into this, but it really is just looking at yourself and knowing that it's okay to soar. It's okay to be who you are, and it's okay to rock that. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense, Miss Jody. And, take what me and Missy say and just, keep climbing that ladder because you are just such an amazing person, and you need to share yourself with the world. Okay. Modi Live. Oh, is there any guidance on how I can go through my last weeks of work? Um, yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. It's weird. The minute I read that, I see you kind of like it feels like you're walking through like not quicksand, more like cement, like wet cement, like that, where they just poured the driveway or the sidewalk. So it's not it's just almost ankle deep. So it's heavy and it's wet, and you seem to be dragging this like heavy shovel that's just got tons of cement dried up on it over and over again, like you've been using this thing forever. Okay, is what I'm seeing in my head. I'm just seeing you trying to like just lug through, but you're looking downward. You're looking downward where you're walking at, and you're just like, oh my God, I can't get through this. I don't know how to get through this. But you're not looking into the future. You're not looking at the end of the path. You're not seeing the end of the sidewalk. You're not seeing where you're going. Okay. So even though you have to trudge through this, even though I will say a feeling you have to trudge through this. So even though you have that going on, I need you to look up. I need you to pull your eyes from the cement that you're looking at, this thick drud going, oh my God, I'm looking at this every day. Look up and see the prize at the end. See the fact that sooner or later, you're going to get to the end of this and you're going to be able to, you're going to literally step out of this wet cement, but you're going to leave the boots in the cement. So you're going to step out onto the dry cement, the stuff that's cured, that's path that's already there. You're going to drop that shovel and you're going to keep walking. But you need to look up to see where you're going. And that's how you're going to get through it because you know what? It's not looking at it going, you know what? It's life is a lot easier. Instead of counting how many days or how many weeks or months you have left until that retirement or that quitting or that whatever is happening, look back going, man, I have done 32 years or I've done 2 years or I look at what you've accomplished and look at past those days you got left into what you're going to accomplish in the future. but you need to look up to see where you're going. And that's how you're going to get through that. And it's going to get through it with ease. Okay. It really is. Um, the card I just literally picked up a half a deck and popped it down. The card I got is if if growing meant pulling, tugging, and extracting, it would be called pulling, tugging, and extracting. But it's called growing, and that means that it happens all by itself. If you let it do so, so sit back and let it grow. So literally, honey, you know what? Know that you're going to shed this crap soon. It's going to be gone. Just look up and look at your prize at the end, okay? You've done your shoving, your pulling, and your tugging. You've done it all. You're almost a smooth sailing now. What are you getting? If you get that, if you heard the question anyway.
So something about making it through last week's work or something. Right?
Yeah. Well, she's like, how am I going to get through these last days of work? This last period of time at work.
So you were talking about the concrete, and that was my response. Actually, the wet cement, and I said, I wrote, concrete is meant to be walked on, not through. You know, so rise above it, stand on top of that concrete, and that is just standing very firmly and your feet planted, and with fuck it kind of an attitude. Honestly, just do it. You're just gonna do it. So I say put one foot in front of the other on the concrete, not where you're trying to walk through the wet cement. Stand on top of that shit and work it.
You know what?
You definitely overthink things, honey. I mean, your brain just is, I think that it works against you here, you know, so you gotta focus, try to, when your brain is messing with you, and meaning like it's just thinking, you need to actually give your brain a job to do. So honestly, stupid things like crossword puzzles, solitaire,
It's even me and Missy just, you know what?
Games that actually like distract your mind and it has a job, it's going to give you a little bit of quiet time and rest. So I'm going to say give your brain a little vacation by playing some games or something that requires your focus. You could bake, you could anything, just something to distract a little bit.
Exactly. I love that. 110%. Sorry, my computer got froze on my one screen, so I clicked on it and it popped up like it was getting. I'm like, ooh, can't listen to that twice.
Volume down.
It happens. Love it. Oh my God, so many people today. I love this. Barb. Tony came up twice, but you know what? We already did her, so we're gonna jump over to Barb. Barb writes, "Can I have a card?" Yes, you definitely can. Yes.
Barb, fair square warning. They're sassy today, these cards.
They are. They're sassy. They're full of love languages. They're full of everything. They're full of it.
I thought you were going on the radio.
I am on the radio. Sorry, I got life going on behind me.
That's okay. Life happens.
He's got to get his truck towed. And then my son's down here. He's like, I thought you were going on the radio. I'm like, why?
Barb is like, hey, she's here. Oh, I love Barb's attitude. Hey. I love this. I'm loving the energy. I think, guys, this week, with this energy we've got, it's about keeping this energy up. You know what I mean? For the week. It's a Monday. You know how many people are like, hey, let's get going. You know what I mean? So there you go. There you go. So Miss Barb and a card.
Almost there.
Almost there.
Why? Okay. So, I mean, the things that pop in my head for Barb is, you know, right back to that kind of overthinking, over worrying, over stressing, overdoing. And I honestly just want to say, like, girl, breathe. You know, like take a breath, relax, have some lemonade.
I love that because you know what? It's so funny because you can't make this up. I immediately drew a blank. Like, oh my God, I drew a blank. So I thought I need the card, right? The card is an egg. That's it, an egg. No
Be an
words.
egg, Barb. Be an
Just
egg.
an egg.
No.
But no, I honestly think what the means about the egg is because you know what? Granted, this it's a raven egg, but you know what? You're looking at the beginning of creation, which is telling me when I drew the blank, it was kind of like you're at a crossroads in your life where it's almost like you are at that cross life. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I'm not really feeling what I'm doing anymore. I'm looking into the future. What do I want to do with my life? You're really at that start of creation. But the cool thing is the egg is there. You have formed stuff. You've got everything you've ever learned in your past. You've got every skill you've ever had. Now it's time to say, what do I want to do with my future? You're going to use a lot of those things to create that future and go forward. Okay. So I like how you were saying, and I'm watching this and I'm listening to you going, lemonade. Oh my God, sitting back and having a cup of lemonade or whatever and just chilling out. This is your time to go, oh my God, get a notepad out. What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? You know what I mean?
Yes.
What is for me in the future? Because this is your time to inspire yourself and to recreate you. What'd you get?
So,
Because you laughed. You pulled that card to
I
laugh.
can't help but to laugh because these cards are so great. It says it's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Get your
Because
head
you're in
out
an
of your ass pronto.
Because you're in an egg.
Get your head out of
I
your
can
ass
honestly
pronto.
see she pooped the egg out though.
Right? So like for me here, again, I have that overwhelming sense about worrying about all of these things that don't necessarily belong to you. So that is something that really stands out to me. It makes my belly feel like nervous. Like honestly, like I have nervous kind of butterflies in my gut, and I can't even tell you that it has anything to do with me personally. It's like I'm nervous for everybody else. Like I said, spend some time relaxing. Really relax. You feel tense. You need a massage.
Yeah.
Tension.
I just
Tension.
it's weird because I keep seeing her like I know she's planting flowers or in a garden or what's going on, but I keep seeing people like come up to her. You know what I mean? And she just can't get out of just standing there. Like I can't get my work done because people keep coming up to me.
Right.
And
Like the
and it's really I'm gonna use the same words I use with Deb. And it's kind of like you need to learn around, put your hand, go, bitch, please. I'm creating. You need to this is my day. This is my time. You know what I mean? And then create what you want. You don't have to go through a fold of what everybody else has felt or you've been expected to do or what you've done your whole life. This is your time to recreate you and run with this. And it can be as simple as redoing, your house, bright ass pink if you wanted it, versus
something.
beige. Whatever you want, whatever you feel like you want to do. Oh my God, Missy, that is so me. You are so correct. I have butterflies also. Yes, I am looking into my future. Yes, 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 yes. So correct. I love that. So great.
Really to get there, like she said, I'm saying have some lemonade, but just start dreaming and pick a thing. Just pick one thing to do that's a little bit different, that's a little bit new, and start doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Move in.
Be
Okay.
bougie for a little while and
Be
focus on Barb.
bougie.
Bougie Barb.
Be bougie. I love that. I
Give
love
yourself
that.
good stuff.
Sir Tim, this is great. I'm learning so much just watching how you both work. I'm always curious to look hard. You know what, Tim? Everybody works so much different. Everybody works so much different. You know what I mean? I will tell you what, even in my own readings, I always I get done with the reading and I go, "Da, da, 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 da," you know what I mean? I'm very fast in my speech. I talk a lot. For 15 minutes, I say about 45 minutes worth of information. You know what I mean? And it's just boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? I'm really just boom, boom, boom. But I watch other people and they're much more gracious with their speech and you know what I mean? They kind of take a little bit more time or they more explain and everybody reads different. Everybody reads so much different.
Yeah, I
Everybody
can't
does.
shut my mouth either. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Everybody reads so much different. I love that. I love that. I love that. Oh, Tim. I know Tim a little bit. Not a lot, but I know Tim a little bit. You inspired us, Tim. We took our pool and made it salt water. Fresh pool. We took the chlorine back to the store and did salt.
I've heard it's best. I don't have a pool. I want a pool so bad.
Oh, honey, I went to Big Lots. I bought a 14-foot round pool for the backyard. You know what?
Girl,
It's not in ground or nothing.
I have a I think so. I live in town on a corner lot and I'm surrounded by like 17 trees in my yard. And so I just don't have a spot to put it. And I've got
Sure.
like an open concrete pad that I could totally stick a pool on, but
Right.
it's tree covered. And so we're just going to deal with algae and there's kind of no getting around it. So until the trees go.
Yeah. We got a lot of open space and, we got the little ones here. So we literally went, you know what? We're always getting these little kiddie pools. We're all getting this. And granted, we didn't like dig in and blah, 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 because honestly, the water table where we're at, we can't do an in-ground pool. It has to be an above ground.
Mm-hmm.
We just went and did that. And like last minute decision, the pool was up. It was filling. It got to the top. We were about to put the chlorine. And we went, why are we doing this? Why are we going to make our eyes burn? And took everything back and went salt. And love it. Love it. It's so awesome.
Do you
So
want to
awesome.
hear something terrible about chlorine? Maybe I won't. I won't do it. Never mind.
I love it. No, we won't. No, we won't.
I won't. I
Okay.
won't.
We won't. So let's pull the cards for Tim. Tim says saltwater
Tim.
pool, perfect.
Yeah, I've heard they're so much easier to maintain. Like we looked in it. I had a pool guy come out and he basically just said, until you guys have some of the trees, like it's just going to be bad.
Oh, that would suck. We do a lot of pool covers. Whenever we're not in the pool, we cover it just because we do live out in the country and there's a lot of dust and there's trees everywhere. And so it's constant covering the pool. But you know what? It's been up for 2 weeks and it's been worth it. So worth it.
Ooh, Tim. So I'm thinking about you, and honestly, I think you're a big teddy bear. That is what comes to the surface of me, and it like almost being like very in tune to things that are going on outside of yourself. And so I don't know, like if you get in weird moods, I'm gonna flat call you an empath. I think, like in the sense that there's a lot of crap happening out there, man. That's what I'm going to say. And so I really have that sense of feeling. Have you ever noticed like moon cycles? I don't know. Like, I'm just going to explain it this way. Like I'll be feeling like very odd or my anxiety will be up or I'll feel like moody, aggravated, kind of like whatever. And I'm trying to figure out like what's going on. And then I look and it's like a full moon and I'm like, oh, okay. That totally explains why I'm feeling this way. And so it's one of those things where that's actually how I feel is like, those different shifts in energy and vibrations and frequency and stuff have a tendency to take hold, and it makes me feel like it affects, I guess, how you're overall feeling just in general. And so I think if you haven't already been made aware of that just on your own, then maybe start paying attention to that. And I could see, like, I don't know, you ever just feel a little funky sometime for like no reason whatsoever. I guess that's what I'm saying, like just a little funky. And trying to figure out what that correlates to. I think that's important. So then, making sure that you're aware of it and then balancing that out. I feel like I'm just rambling and not making sense. Dayette, do you know what I mean? Like, Heppel me. Oh, who's frozen? Is
They're
it me?
God, I keep freezing.
I don't know if Dad is frozen or if I'm frozen. Todd, where are we at
No,
here?
it's me.
Oh, okay. So Tim, are you resonating with that? We'll try to see like what's going on with.
Can you?
It's just in and out, Dayette.
So,
Moon cycles do affect everything, Julie. Totally.
am I back? Keep getting
in and out. It's just
in and
kind of
out.
in and out, Dayette. All right. So, Tim, hopefully you kind of understand what I was meaning by that. Really, like trying to just tie that to, again, sometimes we feel things that don't necessarily belong to us. I tend to have kind of a worldview on that. I think things are odd um, right now, like, and so I think that energies are affecting you maybe in a way that either, like I said, you've recently become aware of, or, so learning how to, I really think that the first step is just being aware of it. And then from there, you can kind of, start to play with different ways to maybe control that. It must be really amping up right now for me to kind of sense that, um, those different feels. So that is what I'm thinking. There are so many different ways. I think right now, though, you're really just supposed to be aware of it. That's what I think. And so, like in that beginning part of that awareness, it can get like a little uncomfortable. I feel like because energy is this physical, palpable kind of something. And so, it's funny, like I'm assuming that you have your own saltwater pool and this is why you love them so much. Water is just so very grounding, but it's also a conductor of energy. So, that might actually amp things up, but at the same time, you can certainly relax into that, in water or even just around it. I'm going to go to the comments and kind of see, Tim Blair. Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Starting to notice physical sensations I can't easily explain. Isn't it cool? Oh, yes, Tim, that is what I mean. So, like that worldview, he just said that he spent 2 weeks physically ill after Texas. That worldview and that heavy weight of those things. And we have to understand that everything is vibration, frequency, and energy. And so, like, when we have these things that are amped up, like, I mean, the last 2 years of COVID, it's just been a very amped up energy. And that's just simply because it was a big major event that, spread throughout the entire globe. And so it carries a tremendously large energy field. And
Mm.
so, of course, people are feeling all sorts of ways about that. And whether or not you're paying attention to things, those things affect you energetically. So, Tim, spend some time balancing out, focusing on some really good things. Pull yourself up into some positives. And even though, there are shit shows going on around us, we can always find beauty somewhere. So make sure that you're doing that for yourself. You will absolutely do well with that.
I love that. Am I back?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
I've been all over the place. I'm like, went to my internet connections. I'm like, oh my God, come on, quick. We have a storm coming in and I'm on satellite and it affects it.
Oh, yep.
It affects it so bad, So, um, I love what you said because I could hear you the whole time. So I
Oh,
didn't
good.
completely get lost. I just got, you know what I mean? But I think you really covered Tim. I think you're 110% on. Awesome. Awesome. We've got Kim going on. Willis, she just wants a card. No question, just a card. And Tony was on quite a while ago. So hopefully she posted 3 times she wanted a card, but we covered Tony. So Kim wants a card. Kim wants a card. Kim wants to know what's going on.
Hello, Miss Kim.
Yes, Miss Kim.
Oh, okay. Well, here you go. This thing flew out at me as I was shuffling. So it says, don't fucking force it. Allow that shit to come to you. And you know what, Kim? I think you've been, I mean, I do know you and I know your growth and your evolution in yourself and in the things that you're putting out there. Kim is a fantastic energy worker. And I know she's busier and busier and she's very involved in lots of different things. And so I think this really is just kind of a pat on the back that you've just allowed things to come your way. Do not play small. Don't allow yourself to play things small. Don't allow yourself to freak out.
Yep.
Don't allow yourself to not just keep on going. So, like, you want to be in that process of allowing, but at the same time, you do get to go out and grab the things that you want by force a little bit, So I'm going to say, like, yeah, keep on going and don't play it small. That's what I got.
I love it because the card I picked was it's got a lot of words. It's got a lot of words. Oh my God, it is so fits just what you said. It says, bow down to the power which resides within you. Deep down, you are that power, and of that power alone. You are neither that which you think nor that which you possess. Bow down to your divine power. Woman, you are all this, that, and the bag of chips. Throw some whipped cream on it and a cherry, honey. You are all of it. So, keep going. That's it.
Absolutely.
That's it.
She's
I'm sure it's
fantastic.
cool.
Yeah.
Bitch, you were everything and awesome. Love it. Love
Yeah,
it.
don't play small. Keep on going. Things
Yeah,
are good.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Awesome. We have time for a couple of more here. Julie Moran would love a card, whatever it brings. And Julie, we've been trying to get there. So many people today. I love this. So, Julie Moran would love a card, whatever it brings. So, love it, love it, love it. I love the fact, oh my God, Julie, it feels like you have got a whole lot going on in your life. It feels like your life is going, my head, I look at your name, my head just starts to spin all over the place. And I will tell you what is, it feels like you already got so much going on, so many ideas, so much going on in life. And then all of a sudden I throw in this hunger sensation because my body all of a sudden just starving. It just wants it. It's hungry, craving for more. Okay. So it almost feels like you have this hunger, this thirst, this want for more in your life, to do more, express more, figure out more. I don't know how much of it you're doing, but it's how my body is reacting to you, just kind of like taking on more and wanting to live more, if that makes sense to you, Julie. And that's what I'm feeling on the inside. I do feel like you need to open up that throat chakra and start singing though, because I feel like you're figuring out who you are. You know what you want. You're going forward, but you know what? You got to let it out. You got to let it out for the world to see. You got to be able to sing your truth.
The synchronicities here, girl. So can I just tell you, you said,
Yeah.
I want to show you my paper. It's so funny. I legit saw someone walk on the stage. You ever been to like a rock concert and they walk onto the stage and all of a sudden this one note plays, like they have their electric guitar and it's like ring, So I literally have Julie Moran written down, and it says guitar, rock star, and a stage. And so all of a sudden you're talking about singing, like allowing that step. So Julia, I don't really know what you're into, or the things that you're doing. I don't know if this is necessarily about sharing things with other people, because clearly I'm looking at a stage and Dayette's talking about singing, and that would definitely be sharing things with other people. On the other end of that, if that's not sharing things with other people, this might just be a reminder of your rock star qualities, and the fact that you are rocking things out and you have rocked things out. And the fact that I saw someone walking onto the stage kind of shows me the Julie has arrived. That's how I feel. So maybe you've put like a lot of effort and work into yourself and into growth and whatever, but like, damn, Julie has shown up. She's taken the stage, ready to rock shit out. It's just a fantastic feeling. The card that I pulled has nothing to do with that. Actually, it says, eat your fucking vegetables, Julie. Eat some stuff made by Mother Nature. And so there is this element to make sure that you are maybe putting very good things into your body right now for whatever, just to support your rock star lifestyle. Maybe I don't want to say that that's like oh crap, you got stuff going on health wise, but there is definitely that. Make sure that you're, I don't know, feeding yourself good stuff, or maybe that's what you do. I don't know.
I think it's funny because you know how you just said the synchronicities, everything going on between. You know what card I pulled for her?
What?
It's it.
The raven.
It's just a raven singing.
Okay, that's a riot.
It's just a raven singing. I mean, we're past the egg. The baby has been born. You are opening up your mouth. You're finding your truth, and you are starting to sing your truth. Okay?
Yeah.
So keep being the rock star you are. Keep going forward. Work on that throat chakra. Work on yourself. Allow yourself to be who you are, darling, and reach for the stars. You know what I mean? Reach for the stars.
I dig it.
Okay.
Oh, good. You are working on your health. See, I just looked at the comments. So that is really great, Julie. And like I said, you have arrived. It's beautiful. I just want to literally squeeze you and celebrate. Honestly, just celebrate you and how far you've come and what a badass you are.
I love it.
Jeez,
She's like, "Oh my God, this is great. Oh my, we love this. We love doing this."
we
We
do.
got time for another one really quick, and then we're gonna let Missy tell the world who she is. Hello, this is from Emily. Is Kevin M important in my life? Should I stay in contact with him? Oh,
Mm, mm, mm.
I know we're both going. Oh,
You know, it's funny because I mean, people can be very important in your life, but it doesn't mean that you're stuck staying in that spot. And so just the fact that it came to my brain as you're not stuck staying in that spot, I think that's kind of like my little hint as to so I think he has played a very important role in your life, and I think that's very intentional for you and for your growth and your evolution, but don't feel that you're stuck there and having to stay. It just feels like there's a certain level of toxicity and a certain level of maybe back and forth that comes along with this that I'm not so sure that I love. And well, Kevin just feels very set in his ways. So I feel like you know exactly who this person is. And I think he's shown you exactly who he is. And either that's good for you or it's not. Now, I don't want you, I think, so this is so funny. Your peeps tell on you. They do show me that you get a bit nitpicky with things, so maybe you get a bit too nitpicky sometimes. However, you know what's really important to you, and I think that that should be your focus with your decision with this whole thing. Like, so is this good for you or isn't it? I would question its goodness, honestly.
hmm. Now I like the fact that first thing when my hee haw was like, "Why are you asking?" And that was my thought. Like, why are you asking? Because you already know the question. You already know the answer. You know what I mean? And that's the feeling I got. I was like, I don't want to answer this because you already know. So it's like, why are you asking us when you know in here? So asking us is just clarity on that. And I like the fact, and that's not being bitchy. It's just, it's what I got. But the card I pulled for, I love this card. It said, "Let doubt depart and confidence spread wide. Its strong wings to cure you now." Okay. You know why you're with this person or not with this person, and all your doubts and everything. Okay. So it's saying, let the doubt go away. You already know your own answer. Let the doubt go away. Let your second guessing, let your questioning just literally fall apart and go be you. Okay. Answer the question that you already know the answer to. And I know that feels like to the world, like, oh my God, you guys are just refusing to say stay with them or get away from them, because that's not it at all. Because a cycle can never tell you that anyway. We are not here to tell you what to do with your life. Okay. You already know what to do with your life. You already know. And it says stop doubting your answer and run with it, dear.
Yep.
Run with it.
And the card that I had was literally, but believe what you see. So
Yeah.
again, you know who this person is, if it's good for you or if it isn't. So, but believe that, believe how you're feeling. You want a sign, everyone, I need a sign to know if this is right. And it's like how you're feeling is actually a sign. So if you're feeling great about it, there's your sign. If you're not feeling so great about it, well, there's your sign. Okay,
Exactly.
how that
And that's
works.
it in a nutshell.
Trust yourself.
That is it in a nutshell, guys. That is it. So, Missy, tell everybody who you are and how they can find you, what you have coming up, what is going on in your rock star life. Do you have
Girl, so
PayPal back?
right now, do I have what? No.
PayPal. Yeah.
No. So where I'm at in my life right now is actually fantastic. I'm in a very odd period in my work. I'm still working, but I'm right now flying without a website. I'm doing I have no automations right now. I'm flying completely solo. So to get in touch with me right now, Missy Hart Intuitive Medium on Facebook is the absolute best place. I do have a website built. Because of this crazy PayPal thing and all of this stuff, I've honestly chosen just to wait until things are resolved. And I'm hoping it's resolved very quickly, that it's been 8 months and it's not. So,
I'd be going to Square or something at this point.
well, my fear. So, girl, you can. You guys want me
Oh,
to like
honey,
air my dirty laundry here, but I'm gonna ask your
there is a lot.
right. But I mean, what it comes down to is my information is not. I still have not matching information because they've not done the amendment. So everything's computerized and linked. So I'm afraid that if I go out there, then they're going to be like, "Oh, sorry, you're going to have this for like 2 weeks, and we're going to rip it." So I don't know, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll need your psychic stuff after
You know what? We will
after the
do
show.
that. But,
Anyway,
you know, and I have to let you know, people, since remember the last time you were on the show, it's been a few months, like forever. It's been forever.
it has.
Everybody, I've had more people go, when are you guys going to do it? When are you going to do the retreat in Tennessee? When are you going to go? When are you going to go? When are you going to go? You know
Oh,
what,
so
girl? We
we
got to
have to
sit
do
back.
it.
We have to do it because there's been a lot of interest in it. But it also, I'm starting to do galleries with people all over the country. I need to come to you. We need to do a gallery. We need to do a dem together. You know
Let's do
what?
it.
Let's do it,
Look
guys.
how weird my eye looks. It's horrible.
Not at
Okay,
all. Oh my God.
so
The whole time you've been reading, you have not noticed your eye once. You
well,
notice that? You haven't noticed it. You haven't touched it. You haven't looked
oh,
at it.
I have a few times, but I
But
keep my hat down so I'm not in the light. But I just saw it and I'm like, oh man.
it doesn't look that bad. Guys,
So
you don't even understand. Spirit comes in and a lot of our little quarks, and you could be sick as a dog and that disappear. Everything
yeah.
disappears when we start to
Oh yeah.
connect. It's
Yeah.
insane.
You're working in this crazy elevated space and it just helps. But so to find me, I'm in a space of allowing right now, and that's just where I'm at. And so, like, a lot of the things that we've talked about today on this show have been, just allowing yourself to be led and guided. And that's exactly where I'm at right now. So, I am still doing things. I'm still accepting reading session appointments. Like I said, Missy Hart Intuitive Medium on Facebook, best way to get a hold of me. I'm teaching lots of classes. I have my Good Shit show on Friday mornings on this station,
Yep.
WLTK-DB.com. And so, yeah, I've got a numerology course getting set to come up. I offer the Spirit Ed Conversations once a month. Those are super inexpensive. 11.11 actually is the cost, and we just have a conversation about, well, basically whatever floats my boat that month. So go on to, and I'm, like I said, I'm working
A lot
towards
to
full
float
way.
your boat too, because that's dangerous.
Yeah, whatever floats my boat. So like we do pick a topic. That our last one was about a spiritual practice, what it is, what it isn't, and why you should actually have one. And what maybe that should look like for you. And so they're guided. It's just really great stuff, honestly. So Missy Hart Intuitive Medium, and then tune in Friday mornings to the station WLTK-DB for the Good Shit show, because, well, we all need some good shit these days.
You on Wednesday evening?
What?
You and Miss Ford have a show too, don't you?
Yes. So, wow, that
Can't
one.
forget that one. That one gets us strikes.
Yeah.
That's
So
a
that
good
one is for the more, I don't want to say conspiracy minded, for the more people who are looking at the things happening in the world that is called over the target. And I've been on this journey for the past couple of years to uncover truths. No sides, just truth, because I feel like we're being screamed at from every angle, kind of being told what to believe and stuff like that. And it drives me nuts. So, Wednesday nights on WLTK-DB is Over the Target, and that is just literally, no right, no left, straight down the middle information, good information, things that I feel people need to know in this day and age. That's that. So,
I love the fact that you show multifacets about yourself. I love it. I love it. And you have no qualms to open your mouth and just go, there you go.
well, yeah, it's hard in this day because, like, people want to be angry with some of the truths that I'm sharing. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. So it's been a delicate kind of a balance for sure, but I'm very passionate about that for sure. It's a huge part of my life at this stage of the game, and it never has been. So it's a new over the past few years thing, and it's damn it, it's I just have to do it. I don't know what else to say. Like,
I love it. I love it. Awesome. Well, thank you, Missy, as always, for coming back on. For everybody that we were able to get to your, if I haven't frozen, if we haven't been able to get to your comments, your questions, all that, I'm so sorry. We did our best, but I will be on again tomorrow night with Unfiltered with Diet Renee. And it's at 6 p.m. Tuesday nights, this station, and it's just readings, guys. So bring those questions we weren't able to get to, bring it over there tomorrow night. Make sure you share these, make sure you get it out to people, because you know what? That's how we stay on. That's how we grow. You know what? You show us interest and we keep showing back up. So tomorrow night, 6 p.m. for 1 hour, all readings, no BS, just readings. So you guys have a great day. Thanks again for joining us. Thank you, Missy. I appreciate you so much. This has been Diet Renee and Missy Hart here with School Through Spirit on WLTK-DB.com. See you next week.